In conclusion, we are now inside of our YouTube studio, and we're here because it is one avenue that you can use in order to promote your podcast, specifically if you have podcast video. If you have produced a video for Spotify, you can re-upload that video here inside of your YouTube studio. What you're going to do is to go to the content area. When you get to the content area, you are going to upload your video. Now, in particular, you're going to want to make sure that that video is going to be part of a specific playlist. Now, we've just saved this video to a specific playlist, and we have now saved a second video to the playlist. What we can now do in our YouTube studio is to go to the podcast tab. We can then click on New Podcast. What we can do is we can set an existing playlist as a podcast, or we can start by creating a brand new podcast. We're going to use some existing video, and we're going to use the playlist that we have already created. So we're going to click on Set an Existing Playlist. We are then going to choose our playlist. And when we click the ellipsis, what we're going to do is we're going to set this playlist as our podcast. We are then going to give the podcast a specific name. And again, if you have trouble coming up with the 5,000 characters, you can use an AI tool in order to help you to write your description. What you will need is an individual podcast picture. Once you have your image in place, you can then click Done, and your podcast will then be set. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you either in another video or in another course.